Hi everybody, Dr. Susan here. I just wanted to come back on because I was kind of interrupted in that last video and it was a lot of good information, so I want to finish it up. We were talking about blood biomarkers having to do with cholesterol. So the example I was giving you was a male here, a 38-year-old male here at my office, and I had mentioned that his triglycerides were 340, and I already talked about how you can reverse that. So it's by turning the body from a sugar burner to a fat burner. And the first thing that the body eats up is the cholesterol in the blood, the triglycerides in the blood. And you lower that number and it drops down. The total cholesterol number then drops down. So again, the total cholesterol is a total of HDLs plus LDLs, and 20% of your triglycerides gives you the total cholesterol number. So you need to know those three numbers to see what's going on in your body causing that cholesterol number to be high. It's not because you're lacking a statin drug. That's not why it's high. So you have to find out which number is causing it to be high. So if your LDLs are high, so many times LDLs, we really don't want them over 100. They're over 100, I see all the time, 160, 180. That in the functional world means gut liver issues. So your liver's congested, could be from sugar, maybe fatty liver, or your gut disruption, which is so prevalent in today's world. Again, that's a whole other video about what's going on in people's guts. So the gut, many times, foods, glyphosate, gluten, things like that is destroying our guts, causing leaky gut. So maybe back years ago, I have a lot of people who come in their 70s and they have leaky gut and they have high LDLs. We have on my Facebook page, we had a testimony, I think it was a week or so ago, about somebody who lowered the LDLs by healing their gut. So there's a way to help every single one of those numbers I'm talking about to get your total cholesterol under 200 with medical doctors not going to try to put you on statin drugs. HDLs, if they're too low, it's lack of exercise, probably lack of good healthy fat. So you might be somebody who's afraid of eating fat and you don't eat any good healthy fats. And again, we have good healthy fat lists. We will give you, just comment to us that you want those good healthy fat lists or call the office. So we're happy to share this information with you. But that can raise the HDLs, also exercise. So maybe you need a little more movement, or you just need some good healthy fats, and that usually raises the HDL numbers to optimal. If HDLs are extraordinarily high, so if that happens, that is very often a sign of autoimmunity in the body. So it's the clear sign of autoimmunity is a very elevated, over maybe 140 or so HDL number. Now, if you go to the medical world, you know, I always say they don't have a good answer for autoimmunity, and they don't have a good way to test for autoimmunity when 95% of the country has autoimmune disease and it's undiagnosed. So if you have severely elevated HDL numbers, the medical doctor will tell you, oh, don't worry about that. That's the good cholesterol. You just have a lot of it. That's not true. High HDLs is related to autoimmunity. It's a sign. It's a sign that you have autoimmune process happening in your body. Doesn't mean you have an autoimmune disease yet or you've been diagnosed, but that's what I look for, and that's how I find autoimmunity before it turns into a disease like it did for me. Before I was debilitated, you can find out before by doing this functional blood chemistry analysis. So anybody with autoimmunity, I always recommend the functional blood chemistry analysis, find out what the root causes are. Two people with the same diagnosis can have completely different root causes, and the functional blood chemistry analysis finds that out. So it's really, really important. You want to know and find out. You want to find out if your gut's in good shape, that's going to affect your cholesterol numbers. If your liver's in good shape, that's going to affect your cholesterol numbers. So you want to know why your cholesterol is high. It's the first question you have to ask. Why? Why is that happening? It's not because you're eating meat. I'll tell you that. I wish I would have got my numbers to share with you because I eat meat. Most of the time I'm on the ketogenic diet. I eat fat, I eat healthy fat. I have been for 3 or 4 years now. My cholesterol numbers are never more perfect. And I may come back on and sometimes share those numbers with you because if you looked at my diet, you'd be like, oh my gosh, I've had somebody comment, we were at my daughter's wedding, and somebody comment because I was eating, they're called keto cups. And what it is good healthy fats, but it was to get the proper amount of fat for the day, the proper amount of calories for the day. So I'd eat keto cups because sometimes if it was a busy day and I didn't have a chance to eat, I would just have a couple of these, and I still do that. And she looked at the fat content in these keto cups and was like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to eat that much fat. I'd rather eat my 2 donuts. And I was like, okay, well, the 2 donuts and the sugar and all the garbage in the donuts, you're better off with the healthy fats. And that's what I was eating. And it's just such a misconception in the world as far as eating fat. You need fat for your brain health. You need it for every function in your body. You need healthy fat. So once again, I say to you, you know, God created olives and created avocados and created walnuts and created almonds and created all these healthy, beautiful, healthy fats. If they were dangerous or bad for us to eat, why would he create them? So, and that's when I start talking about diet variation and things like that. So look for those other videos on here. I'll get more into diet variation and the ketogenic diet. So we have a lot of information about that here. But if you want to take care of your health, a lot of it starts with food and lifestyle. And that's what I really want to drive home here. Your cholesterol numbers, the answer is not a statin drug. The answer most likely is a lifestyle change, or it's a gut healing or a liver issue, finding out what's wrong with your liver. Same thing with hormones. If you have hormone issues, it's not only the lack of hormones, you know, which hormones naturally drop in women. I get that. So there are ways to keep those hormones being made and keep them at the best level they could be, even when they drop, you know, post-menopause. So I just implore you, just keep following my channel. I'm going to get all this information out. I've just been chomping at the bit to talk to people. Haven't been able to most of this year, since February. And I'm looking forward to get out there again. But in the meantime, I'm going to come here and I can reach more people here. So subscribe to my channel so you get notified when I do come on or we do post videos. I'm committed to posting at least 2 a week. There will be some pop-up videos in there. We have a Facebook page. Everything's at my name, Dr. Susan Monias. My website is drsusanmonias.com. My Facebook page is Dr. Susan Monias. Instagram is Dr. Monias. And this YouTube channel is Dr. Susan Monias. So you can always find us. I'm here to help anybody who's suffering from any kind of chronic illness. So I implore you to come to contact me. I always will give a free consultation. I always want to hear about what you're going through. And if I can't help you, I will get somebody to help you. I have so many doctors behind me that work with me. So if there's anything that anyone's suffering from, I can help you get to the real root cause of things and improve your health in some way. So it was good talking to you today, and I will talk to you soon.